I've heard numbers, but I don't think it's kosher to share.
Sure it is. Who cares?
Well, we don't know if they're true. You just heard numbers.
I'm giving you speculation.
I've heard 30.
30,000?
Yeah.
Wow. Just to show up and say hi to the people.
How long does he have to be there?
Because we work harder than he does for less money.
What does he do?
Up
He
and
waves?
No, he does half an hour to 45 minutes on stage. And then he has a select group of people that have paid through the nose for his autograph.
I see. So they get personal introductions, but they pay a lot.
You're telling me
he does? There's nothing personal.
Oh.
They all line up, and there's a time limit. And he's looking down at the table. Next.
Oh, he doesn't even look at them.
No, he doesn't.
Does he have disdain for the Trekkies?
It's amazing that people pay that kind of money.
Yeah.
The rest of us, we talk for half an hour by ourselves solo, and then we appear together.
Maybe you shouldn't talk so much.
Well, what I feel about these conventions is these are the people that have given us support for 40 years,
Right.
And this is an opportunity for us to say thank you personally. Yes. And so when I sign autographs, too, I always make it a point to say, how are you? Are you enjoying the show? How have you been? Where are you from? Just something simple.
You have to work harder than Shatner does.
Leonard Nimoy.
All the rest of us do that.
Yes.
Leonard Nimoy, is he a hard
cocksucker
worker,
too?
or is he
Nimoy.
Bill Shatner?
Nimoy probably doesn't put out.
Nimoy does sign autographs, but he's very competitive with Bill.
I see.
So he doesn't do anything.
Bill doesn't do
more than Bill does.
Right, I see.
So let me understand something. While you're sitting there working the crowd, so to speak, Shatner, you mean there's a special circle of people who pay even more money just to get his autograph?
I think his autograph goes for $80 now.
So they pay him an additional $80 for his autograph.
Now, does he collect the money there, or somebody else has to?
That's
it's already prepaid.
How is it done? Prepaid?
Well, yeah, it's prepaid.
Mm-hmm. On top of the 30 G's, it's $80 on top of the 30 grand.
I think the organizer gets a piece of that $80.
Aren't you a little disturbed by that? Someone charging $80 for their autograph?
Well, it's a capitalist society.
No, but you know what I mean, is it?
If there are people that are willing to pay that,
the people already paid an admission
and
fee.
without any kind of real, even
interaction,
3 or 4 syllable contact.
Well, if I was paying $80 for his autograph and I said, Mr. Shatner, I just want to tell you what a wonderful influence you've been on my life. I love Star Trek. Would he acknowledge me at all? Or
Go
would he just
fuck yourself.
Well, he has a concept of those people are, in quotes, fans.
Right.
And so they're another breed of people.
Exactly.
They're not good
So
enough.
he doesn't speak, no matter what they say.
Well, you know what he's said on, what was it, Saturday Night Live? Get a life. And some of them, really. But, I think that's a little foolish,
You know what? If those people get a life, he doesn't get the $80.
That's right.
Exactly.
That's right.
Biting the hand that feeds you.
Continue the life you have.
Let me tell you, when
there's great wisdom there.
After Star Trek was off the air, Shatner, if he hadn't gotten those Star Trek conventions, he would have starved to death. He knows it. He lived in a car and all that other shit.
Yeah. Shall I tell you something?
Go ahead. Tell me. Right
after the series, the three years that we were on
That's right.
series TV was on, I went to visit my aunt and uncle in Toronto, Canada.
Okay.
Bill's a Canadian,
All right.
And I was staying at their house, watching TV on a Saturday afternoon. And you know what kind of, it's rerun movies and all. And then they have these breaks for local commercials.
Yes.
There in Toronto, Canada, on Saturday afternoon, after we had finished 3 years on a TV series, on comes this local furniture commercial with Bill Shatner pounding on a sofa, saying, folks, come on down just today, just on Saturday or maybe this weekend, $29.99. Come and get this great big bargain.
Right.
I thought, good God. Bill, you just finished 3 years with a TV series, and you're doing a local television commercial hawking used sofas.
$29 sofas.
Do you think that he just will do anything? Does that bother you in a way?
Well, he's got a lot of alimony.
Right.
many alimonies.
And that's why you remember he lost several fortunes.
That's right.
That's right.
So he's got to keep working.
Yeah.
So, I have a little sympathy for him.
Yeah.
Here's Bill Shatner doing a line read.
Oh, my.
This is where he really gets angry. I'll let you hear this, George. I don't know if you ever heard it.
I don't know.
This is William Shatner, and I would like to invite you to take a journey with me into the 21st century. So take the next few minutes and listen very closely. You'll be amazed at what you hear. Okay?
Can there be a little more excitement in the beginning?
I love it. Okay. All right.
It sounded like really laid, really super laid back.
Well, I'm saying, okay, I'll try and do that. Let's do take two. This is William Shatner, and I would like to invite you to take a journey with me into the 21st century. So take the next few minutes and listen very closely. Speak up. And maybe you better do it the way you hear it. Do it for me. No, I mean, just go ahead.
This is William Shatner, and I would like to invite you to take a journey with me into the 21st century. So take the next few minutes and listen very closely. You'll be amazed at what you hear.
Is that the way you'd like me to do it? Okay, I'll do it that way. Okay, ready. This is William Shatner, and I would like to invite you to take a journey with me into the 21st century. So take the next few minutes and listen very closely. You'll be amazed at what you hear. Okay, so I think that came pretty close.
I'm sorry, are you making fun of me?
No, No, I believe you asked that was about the way you did it. I wasn't jesting.
Okay. I'm sorry, I don't know.
No, I insist. Now, what I want you to do is is that satisfactory to you? No, because if your mouth were open, you'd have popped some pills in them. So, do the next paragraph for me so I can get an idea of how you want it. This is page 2.
Well, I don't know. I really don't want to. Because I think you actually have a much better view.
No, I don't think I do. I would like to hear you read the second paragraph so I can do it that way. Let me hear.
I really, now that I've looked at the different things you did, I really like the first one.
No, I like it better the way you did it. I insist that you show me how to do page 2. Really, I mean it. Please read so I can get an idea of what you want.
All right.
No, I'm going to do it the way you think it should go. No, I am going to do it the way you're reading it. Okay? I know you're here to see that I do it the way the company wants it, so I'm going to do it the way you read it.
Well, but I don't want you to do it.
But you're telling me how you want me to do it.
Well, I'm sorry.
No. I am going to do it your way. No, there's no apology necessary. You know what you want. You know what you want.
No, I don't.
I mean, you come in here and you don't know what you want?
Well, I come in here because I know you're a professional. I mean, and you know how to do it. And I'm sorry I even said anything.
No, I am going to do it the way you want. Every paragraph. And you'll send it back to town, and you'll see whether, I hope it will please everybody else. As long as I'm pleasing you, that's all that matters.
Mr. Shatner, would you please, I don't feel right about doing that, I really.
Well, no, you felt you wanted something done on the first paragraph. I'm trying to do what you want. Okay, let's lay down the second paragraph.
Now, by the way, his read in the beginning was spectacular.
Absolutely.
I don't know
He's excellent at
He's
what
a wonderful actor.
Yeah.
And when he mimicked that guy, it was brilliant.
Yeah.
He is a very good actor. But his evil can be very witty as well. And you heard that there.
Would that go on the set a lot in Star Trek?
What?
Would that go on a lot at Star Trek when you...
You remember
and
those
his tenacity.
Yeah.
He won't let go.
He's a pit bull.
We have spent hours waiting for Bill to resolve one of his problems. That's why we
fun.
went overtime so much.
Right.
We shot as late as, on the last day. You know, we were on a 6-day shoot. We went as late as 1 a.m. in the morning when we came in at like 6 o'clock or 6:30 in the morning.
Because Bill was having a problem?
Because, well, I mean, they would dismiss us to go to lunch because Bill and whoever were having difficulties. And it wasn't going to be resolved. So we went to an early lunch, came back, sat around, had some more coffee.
Wow.
Do you ever think the more difficult you are, the more they sort of respect you? Do you ever think that it works for him?
I think a lot of eyes were rolling.
Yeah.
It's, you know.
That's not true in Hollywood, man. If you get that reputation.
A lot of people won't work with you.
Yeah.
Right.
Unfortunately, yeah, you'll get fucked.
That's
Elliot Gould, the prime example, was #1 in the box office. MASH had Bob and Carol Ted and Alice. Was #1 at the box office. And he was such a pain in the ass, they just stopped working with him. They said, I don't give a fuck. Finally, Hollywood said, forget it.
You see, in TV, you might be able to get away with it if you get one of these iconic characters to play, like Shatner. Who else are you going to get? He could be a dick. But with movies, you get done with a couple, they don't have to hire you again. You know,
Get somebody else, that's all.
Yeah, absolutely.
The miraculous thing is, Bill kept hopping from one series to another.
Well,
Yeah.
T.J. Hooker, it was a big hit.
Does it make you angry? I mean, when a guy acts that way and behaves and then gets rewarded for it, does it make you angry as an actor?
No, you know, because if people are foolish enough to make that kind of decision, you know, the producers, you know, that's their fault. And, you know, anger and jealousy is a wasted energy. It just affects you more than anything else.
At the conventions, though, doesn't it piss you off? Like, you're out there really pumping away at the crowd. You're getting half the money, probably, that Shatner gets. And then he shows up. He has disdain for the, you know, the fan who gets an $80 autograph and stuff. It's got to burn you a little bit.
No, it doesn't. No,
Come
it
on.
doesn't. You know,
Come on, George.
because, you know, those are foolish fans. They love Bill, and they know what he's like, and they still do it.
They put up with it. They want
put up
it.
with it.
Maybe they like it. They like to see him flip his wig.
It's a free economy.
Literally.
It's a free economy.
Right. Well, I've had Bill on the show. He's been nothing but delightful.
Yeah,
to me.
he's all.
Yes, he
we
is.
can't
I mean,
believe the things we hear about him.
Well, I go to
you heard
dinner
the
with
wit
him.
there, you know, but it's evil wit.
I went to dinner with him one night with his wife, yes.
Oh, he can be charming.
Yes.
He'll charm the pants off you.
He did, literally. I took my pants off.
He was a complete good sport at that roast, though.
Yeah, he was. He sat through it all.
Some people were nervous about his reputation, but, well, I mean, you know, going into a roast, you got to know what it's going to be. And
That's
But
right.
it's all about him. Just as long as it's about him, he's happy, apparently.
I guess
Maybe
that
that's
is
the point.
form of ass kissing.
You know, at the
Do you
roast-
believe... Yes, I'm sorry, at the
At
roast.
the roast, after I did my bit, I went up there to give him a hug, and I whispered, I love you, Bill, and he whispered into my ear, you really meant that, didn't you?
Well, you know, in a way, you make a good point. They couldn't get any of his quote-unquote friends from Star Trek to show up at the roast, except for you. I mean, it's sad in a way, right?
Michelle was there, too.
Oh, she was. Okay.
Leonard Nimoy sent the tape.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he clearly lives about a block away from
Right.
where we did the roast.
He carried the tape over.
Well, anyway, is there such a thing as a drink that will turn girls into a horny mess?